What's up, Knicks Nation? Tonight we're going to be talking about a question that I think is going to be very interesting as we head into training camp. Malcolm Brogdon versus Deuce McBride. Who will get the most minutes? Who will sit? Or who will shine? Also, because of some of the recent moves, there's been a lot of rumors. Trades. Will the Knicks come off some of their young talent to make moves for more of a veteran presence on the roster? Rumor has it that Deuce McBride is one of the names that seems to be high on the list. Will he be on the move? We'll talk about that. Of course, training camp is in session, and we know that the Knicks announced their training camp roster, 21 players. Which Exhibit 9 signing or Exhibit 10 signing is for real? Who will actually make the team? We're going to talk about that and more on tonight's episode of the Call Up Show. Let's go. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, y'all. Man, listen, y'all. Welcome to the Call Up Show. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The reason why I started the show a little late, I would have been on time. The Liberty lost, man. They out of there. They got bumped. New York's, well, I can't say that, but the Liberties got bounced from the playoffs tonight. Very sad performance. Breanna Stewart did what she could on the strained MCL, held it down, had 30, but it wasn't enough. Them girls out there in Phoenix got it done. But, you know, I'm going to tip my hat off to the Liberty, man. They had some injuries. They overcame a lot. But I was really upset. I mean, the inverted, what she called it, the inverted pick and roll was killing them where the guard sets the screen, killing the Liberty. I mean, oh my God. Anyway, nonetheless, this is a Knicks show. Salute to some of the people in the building early. I see you, Crim's dad, in there telling me to start the show. Salute to you. Salute to my man, Mellow Mike. I see you in the building. No doubt. Salute to Yuri, man. Yuri telling me to start the show. What's with you guys and start telling me to start the show, man? Blame the Liberty. Bodega Wi-Fi. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you for joining. HRM. Yes, speaking of HRM, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server channel member, we set up the Fantasy League, y'all. So if you want to be down with the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League, all you have to do is hit that join button. We have 4 more spots. 4 more spots remaining. So if you're in the Discord server and you're interested in the Fantasy League, only thing you got to do is click on the Fantasy server and click the link, create your team. If you're listening to the show and you're not a channel member, all you got to do is join the channel. If you are a channel member, you want to join the Fantasy League and you're not in the Discord server, all you got to do is click on the link in the membership section, which will take you to the forum. So we need 4 more teams. But salute to you, HRM. Let's see. My man, Coach in the building. Salute to you, Coach. I see you in the house. Tonight's show is going to be interesting, man. I mean, salute to my man, Randu. I know there's some strong opinions on Deuce and Brogdon and, you know, who starts, who stays, who gets traded. Salute to my man, FS Wisdom, channel member. I see you in the building. Yeah, Liberty definitely got cracked, man. I was so mad. I kind of knew they were going to lose once Phoebus got hurt early in the game. Even though she came back in the game, I said, yeah, it's just not our night. My man Knicks will be chance 25-26. I see you in the building. Please don't change your name. Did I say what's up to my man Coach in the building? Salute the Coach, man. One of the first channel mods. Channel member. Mixtape Madness Discord server. Salute to you. JJP, I see you. NYC, I see you in the building, man. Yeah, so let's keep the calls coming, y'all. 646-995-8389. Trying to think how I want to start this. I do got a caller. We'll get to that call in a second. But keep the calls coming. Trying to think if there's any other announcements I want to make before I start the show. I may be going to Brooklyn on Sunday. So to all the people that watch the Objective Fan Hoops on Sundays, be on the lookout for that. I think I'm gonna jump into the first caller. Keep the calls coming, man. And yeah, let's have an action-packed show, man. We got some there's a lot to talk about. There's some things to talk about. You know, we don't talk about the 90s and none of that. We keep it current. So let's get the first call on the line. No delays.
Oh.
Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from New York. New York. This is Yuri in the building.
Hey, Yuri in the building. How's it going, Yuri?
Oh, man. What a week. What a week. What a week.
What a week. Huh? What's going on, man?
Chilling. Oh, boy. Between the sports going on in New York, Yankees, Mets, don't matter where you came from. We had Karan start the show early because the Liberty lost. Is the Liberty eliminated this time or no?
They up out of here, man. They on the first thing smoking. Back to New York City.
They're on their way to Cocoon.
Yeah, they up out of there, man. They up out of there. Sad. It's sad sight to watch. You know. Hopefully they're not our best hope at a championship in New York this year. So hopefully the Knicks can get it done because it's looking like football is mid. Baseball is, forget about it. And yeah, I think the only thing we got is New York. Huh?
Giants suck, Jets suck, Bills are killing it. The Bills are killing it.
But the Bills don't count.
The Bills do count in my but Bills do count.
The Bills don't count.
In my family, they do. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here.
Oh my God! Let me guess. In your family, you got some Red Sox fans too.
Nah, we don't actually. My brother's friend's a Red Sox fan, so keep that in mind.
Oh Lord. Anyway, man, so I mean, we got some stuff to talk about. We got Malcolm Brogdon versus Deuce McBride. Who sits? Who shines? We got Deuce McBride on the move. Where you want to go?
I want to start with the Deuce McBride trade block. I don't believe that Deuce is on a trading block at all. I don't believe any word that comes out of Stephen Bondy. I'm going to keep it real. The only two reporters I actually believe is Ian Begley and Sam's. Ian Begley, if you look back at his post, he did state with a CP to franchise that he doesn't see Deuce on a trading block. It's highly unlikely. The Knicks didn't want to trade Deuce even when he was included in packages from other teams. The Knicks were very high on Deuce. The Knicks love Deuce. And I don't see Deuce being traded at all. Well, that's the first thing I'm getting on away.
Okay. So the Knicks are just going to carry all of these guards? So off your bench, you're going to go with, if Mitch starts, you're going to bring Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, and Malcolm Brogdon. That's going to be your four off the bench with Yabusele?
Too small. That's the problem with the Knicks bench. And the bench hasn't even been set up yet, I don't think, right? Officially?
I'm just saying, I don't see a world where Malcolm Brogdon makes the team and he doesn't play. I don't see the world where he comes and he just sits on the bench.
Remember, right? He's on a non-guaranteed contract as well. Keep that in mind.
I said that's why I said if he makes the team.
Okay.
If he makes the team, I don't see a world where he's just on there, just sitting on the bench while Deuce and Clarkson run the show. I think they brought him there because they see value in him performing. Remember, he was Sixth Man of the Year 2 years ago. So if they're not going to trade Deuce, do you think they would trade somebody else, or is it going to be this roster that we have? I'm trying to see if I can get a good depth chart to put on the screen so we can look at it.
Yeah, please do. Oh yeah, no, I don't see Deuce being traded at all.
Okay.
especially after the shots he was taking at Tom Thibodeau. Deuce looked like he wanted Tibbs gone as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Deuce, Deuce actually did speak with Stefan Bondi today, and I talked about it with Mike from PA.
Salute to Mike from Harlem, the PA.
Salute to Mike. He recently just moved, and he's doing really good right now.
Salute to him, man. Hopefully he calls up tonight, man.
Yeah, I know. I talked about it with him. I talked to him privately earlier. He's got life going on, but he should be able to make time to call up today.
That's what's up, man. Salute to him, man. It's always good to see people, doing, upgrading, so to speak. So hold on, I'm on ESPN, and let's see. Nah, they don't got the updated depth charts. I gotta find another site.
Yeah. So this is what Deuce said about the team last night. You talked to Stefan Bondi. I don't want to call it shots. Maybe he was too media trained and I couldn't really. Maybe I overreacted. He said last year we might have gotten a little bit stagnant in the last couple of years. He's talking about the Knicks offense, and I feel like we're
stagnant.
Stagnant, yes.
Okay.
And I feel like what Brown's been preaching is just being able to play with pace, and it's not just like the guy with the basketball. And everybody is a possibility to score, and they're able to take it off the dribble, of course. He said He's talked to Brown a lot. He's been talking to Mike Brown a lot throughout the off season. And I think the big thing is just going to be a lot of player movement, McBride said. He's giving us the foundation, and we're just going to work off of it. So I'm really excited to see all our creativity with each other that we've been working on these last couple months. Really excited to see where it takes us.
So, okay, cool. That's fantastic. I got a depth chart on the screen. It's not the best looking depth chart, but it's a depth chart nonetheless. So when you look at this, right?
Yeah.
If you're starting Mitchell Robinson, right, you would have no backup center besides Ariel. Now, I'm not sure if Alex Len or Jameson is going to make the team. I mean, oh, my God, I don't understand the Jameson.
So Leon didn't play this year, man. Leon did not play.
But I'm just saying, when you look at the depth chart, if you're starting Mitchell Robinson in Towns, who's going to be your backup center? And then you have 4 guards that are 6'4" and under in the rotation with Yabusele. And we know that Yabusele is going to play.
Yabusele is going to be the backup. Not worried about that.
So if we're not trading Deuce, how do we balance out this depth chart that's full of guards that's 6'4" and under?
That's what I'm worried about. And that's why I think a trade is in the works.
But you said not for Deuce. So who are they going to trade, or who are they considering trading?
Dion did mention that Dion Bakley did mention that Kolek could be on a trading block if possible. Kolek could be on a trading block if possible. I don't think they're going to get rid of Pacome. Pacome's got too much upside. He's 20 years old. Still got a lot of development. Mohamed Diawara still got a lot of development to go. And I think Mohamed's going to get the contract. They already stated they're going to give him the contracts probably after training camp if he does well.
Right. But trading Tyler Kolek, while it does remove one guard from the scenario, it doesn't clear up the scenario I told you. Because like I said, I don't think they're signing Brogdon to just sit. I just don't see that happen. Now, if he doesn't make the team, he doesn't make the team. That's fine.
That's fine. I'm not mad about it.
So, okay. All right. So no trading Deuce. Who do you have getting more playing time in the lineup between Malcolm Brogdon and Deuce? Because I feel like Brogdon, the signing kind of like he kind of like changed everything. Like,
yeah, no.
From a standpoint of, all right, Deuce and Clarkson, that was the 2 guards that was going to be set off the bench.
I'm in belief of I want to see what happens this training camp before I make my judgment. So I'm in a wait and see approach. I'm not overhyping it. I am very happy we got competition though for training camp. I'm very happy.
Right.
We got competition. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens next week. But I'm in the wait and see development.
You're in the wait and see development. Okay. So wait and see development. Now Deuce is also, here's another thing to consider too, right? Because the politics of basketball, see, us as fans, we love the team and you know,
we support the team, we go out and see the team.
We go out and see the team. We just want to see basketball. But when you look at the business, right, side of it, it kind of, huh? Is that? Right. So look, when you look at Miles McBride and his contract, because this is something that Fritz was talking about. He's also pending an extension very soon. So could this be a play where if you play Deuce and he shines and you win the championships, now you're going to have to pay the brother? Could this be a move to try to avoid another hefty bill? Because we know they got to sign Towns. We know Brunson is coming.
That's what I'm worried about right there. That's what worries me.
I'm just saying, could this be a move to, you know, offload Deuce before he becomes a problem? You know, a salary burden, so to speak, for lack of better terms. Not to say that, you know, Deuce, salute to Deuce. I support Deuce. I love Deuce, but I'm just looking at it from the business standpoint, because the moves they made, bringing in, you know, these guys into training camp, even though we got some young players there, you could see that they are more veteran focused. Like they got a lot of guys that have some experience in the league versus bringing in a Dink Pate, right, who was waived, right, a Nanji, right. Instead of bringing in those guys, they went with Alex Len, right. I don't know how to pronounce some of these other guys' names, but they went in a more
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a good problem to have. This is a good problem to have. This is not a bad problem. This is not like, oh, we got to take care of this right away problem. This is a wait and see how training camp goes, then make your move. If the veterans win, they're going to sign the veterans. But if Deuce McBride signs, which I can definitely see Deuce McBride signing this training camp, right? Because Mike Brown is very high on Deuce. I think Deuce is going to be watched throughout the training camp by Mike Brown.
You say you could see him signing his extension?
I could see him getting an extension. I could.
Okay.
That's me being real. I could see him getting an extension. The Knicks are very high on Deuce McBride. Until I hear rumors about him, I don't care if it's from Stephen Bondy, I want to hear from Ian Begley. Until Ian Begley said Deuce is on the chopping block, I'm going to consider what Stephen Bondy said BS.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm going to put this in case, I'm going to put the disclaimer up, but I wouldn't say it's BS. I would say it makes sense to me, because the reason why it makes sense to me is because you have too many guards. So if I was playing 2K and I was the GM, I would be trading one of these guys is out of here. One or two of these guys is out of here so I could get me a 6'9" dude that can play some forward, another 6'9" dude, because I just don't think it makes sense having all of these 6'4" dudes. You can't play them all. So, you know, you gotta call.
That's for sure. Someone's getting traded.
I believe it. I just don't know who. And you know, whether it's Deuce or whoever it's gonna be, the bottom line is I need another 6'9" dude. Like, because when I look at these exhibit 9s, none of the 6'9", yeah, salute to Diawara, right? He's talented, right? You know, he has a really good summer league, but he ain't if you trying to win a championship, you're gonna need somebody more seasoned at 6'9". But all these guys are small guards, and then you got Alex Len. I doubt he makes the team, right? This guy Trey Jemison, I don't know why the hell we signed him. I'm not sure if you guys watched him last year. I was not impressed with what I seen from Trey Jemison with the Lakers last year. I felt like he's too small to play the 5, and he ain't got no offensive bag to be a power forward. So I didn't understand him at the 2-way. But I mean, two ways are not set in stone, so it is what it is. I mean, I don't, it's two way could be waived easily, but I didn't understand that signing. But the rest of these guys, they're all wings or small guards. So it's like,
I will tell you though.
what are we doing?
Besides the McBride thing, I think we discussed that. I'm going to tell you something though. I told this on someone else's podcast. This is going to be the battle between the rookies and the veterans. Ariel Caporti fighting for his spot. Tyler Kolek fighting for his spot. McCullough Jr. fighting for his spot. Matt Ryan fighting for his spot. Veterans, Landry Shamet fighting for his spot. Malcolm Barger fighting for his spot. Alex Len fighting for his spot. Rookie Mohamed Diarra also fighting for their spots. Training camp is going to determine between the rookies and the veterans who's going to make the team.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, unless Brogdon gets hurt or like he really has a really bad training camp, there's no way he doesn't make the team. I think the second favorite to make the team, if Brogdon's, stinks up the joint, or whether or not if they make a trade, I think Landry Shamet makes the team. Everybody else is pretty much expendable. Now, Diarra, he's a rookie, and if they need to sign that last rookie spot, more than likely he'll get it. But honestly, I don't think nothing. I don't really see a battle. I think that Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, you add Brogdon to the list if he makes the team, Yabusele, Mitch, Hart, those guys are getting time. The only way anybody else besides those 4 to 5 guys get time is if we got a major injury, right? I don't really see a battle, so to speak. I think that I think there's a trade on the works, and we don't know who that's going to be, but I feel it in the air.
Ian Begley did say one of the teams did get an offer for Kolek. I haven't heard anything about that since.
I mean, the Kolek talk makes sense if they really believe in Landry Shamet. And once again, like, you want to shed salary because, and when I say shed salary, meaning like guaranteed contracts next year, because a lot of teams, and what we're going to start to see next season, especially if they start losing, is teams selling assets because they want to have money available, because next summer you're going to have 10 teams with significant salary cap space, right? Now, and as you can see right here, Kolek, his contract is guaranteed. So maybe you remove Kolek to come off that guaranteed contract, and that will give you more flexibility. I don't know. This is all speculation. We don't know what's going to be done. I feel like it just makes more sense to trade Deuce, because I think you can get more value for Deuce, and he makes more money than Kolek, and he frees up more money than Kolek. But who knows? Who knows? But Stephon Bondi did put that out there. He did put it out there.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm in a wait and see department for next week. I want to see how this goes before I make any judgment. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, but it's safe. But it's safe to have the conversation to see, hey, who do you think does what? That's what the fandom is all about. That's what we do. We speculate and we say, it is what it is. Like, if I had to give a pick between Deuce and Malcolm Brogdon, Yuri, I would edge it to Brogdon, especially if he makes the team. Like I said, if Brogdon is not hitting this shot, right, I don't think he makes the team. But if he can show that he can knock down that 3 ball, he's very, listen, man, he's very good. He still averaged like 12 points last year. Let me see if I can pull it up. Even though he shot terribly and didn't play that many games, I think he's still averaged in double digits, something that Deuce hasn't done yet.
I'm in the wait and see for next week. I don't want to make any predictions yet, even though I did just now. I don't want to go to fantasy land right now. I want to see how this plays out for next week. I want to see what happens on media day, and I want to see what happens after training camp.
Okay. All right.
That's where I'm at with the whole situation.
So are you satisfied with the two-way guys, Jemison? I don't know how to pronounce the other guy's name. Yabu, whatever his guy's name.
I'm satisfied. Yeah, I am satisfied.
Okay. 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 Because I was talking to my dad. He said that that kid from the Nets was solid. This kid here, Tosan
We'll say I'm
Edward
glad.
Bowman. This guy here.
Yeah, there was one guy I'm very glad we signed. Thank God we did sign him. I don't know how Leon did it, but Leon continues to impress me. Kevin McCullough Jr. is the highlight of it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we all talked about it in the Discord users.
Right.
Remember we talked about Kevin McCullough Jr.?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Kevin McCullough quagmire was we thought that another team could possibly give him a 1-year deal. But right now, because everybody's in training camp mode, everything is a trial. So if you go to another team on that trial, there's a good chance you don't make it. Whereas you get the 2-way contract from the Knicks, you pretty much, unless they want to waive you and get it signed another 2-way, but he's pretty much solidified there at that 2-way spot. So yeah, I mean, salute to Leon Rose for getting that done. A lot of teams were signing young guys to their last roster spot, right? But now you don't really have no guaranteed contract. So anywhere you go would have been a risk. So yeah, kudos to Leon Rose for getting that done, because I didn't, I thought that maybe he bet on himself and tried another team. But to be honest, the 1 and 2 position, man, is like, I feel like is the 2 most expendable positions. It's so many 2 guards out there and point guards out there that it's hard to find, a safe spot. Look at Daquan Jeffries just got waived. He just got waived yesterday.
That was crazy.
For another guard. So it's like, when you're a guard in this league, I mean, look at the Knicks roster. Look at how many guards we have. I mean, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, shooting guard, point guard. We got.
If there's one thing that's telling me, they're definitely looking for a shooting guard. They're looking for a shooting guard.
But they got them. They got a million of them. I mean, man. I probably half the team is guards. Look, I mean, half the team is probably, no, more than half the team probably is point guards and 2 guards right now. I mean, I know it's 21. We're going into camp. Most of these guys will make it, but I'm just saying, look at how many guards they're taking in the camp with them. It's just a lot. It's a lot of guards.
But yeah, no, salute to Leon Rose, man, because.
Yeah, salute to Leon Rose. I'm happy. I think that he did a great job for the most part, and the job is not done.
Job is definitely not done. I want to see what happens during training camp. I want to see if a trade gets cooked up so we can talk about it on the next call-up show.
Yes.
I think a trade
100%.
gets done after training camp. They want to get that trade done before Abu Dhabi. That's all I'm letting you know right now.
Man, don't be surprised we wake up on Monday and I got to change the podcast topic because the deal was done over the weekend on Monday morning.
Oh, don't be surprised. If that does happen. Oh my God.
Don't be surprised. By the way, salute the Knicks will be champs. Knicks aren't in the wait and see position with any young player. That's fact. And that's what I was kind of getting towards in my question. And I'm like, when you're looking at the moves that Leon is making, it seems like he's abandoning this whole young man philosophy. Let me get some guys that have some experience, because the only real rookie on the team is Diawara. There's no other rookie on the team. Everybody got at least 1 year experience.
So you think he's not focusing on player development at all?
I'm not going to say at all. I think that the priority right now is to get a guy like a Brogdon in there who is an experienced veteran who was 6th man of the year. You got to get a guy like that in your rotation because you're trying to win a championship, and this guy has experience in this league. And I think that that's valuable, right? Same thing with the Jordan Clarkson signing. Another guy with experience versus just, bringing in a Dink Pate and a Nanji, right, as 2-way contracts. So we'll see. I'm not saying he's looking to develop any young player because I don't think he's going to trade all of the young guys. I'm just saying that on the roster, that active roster, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Ariel and maybe Pacome Dadier left. You know, when the dust settles in terms of young guys on the active roster. Forget two-way spots on the active roster.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about everything. But you got callers coming up. I don't want to take up any more time.
All right.
Then, but I definitely will say for Leon Rose to get these kind of talents and to be favorites and that we're underneath the second apron.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Brock Allen, man. My God. Shout out to
Nah, they did a great job.
Look at that. We're cap space for 27th. Guess who's over it? The Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavs couldn't even sniff staying underneath the second apron. And that's going to be the Cavaliers' downfall next season.
I'm with it, yeah.
Round, man. The Cavaliers got to make it out of that second round.
Good luck.
And I'm not trashing them either. Until they show me they can make it out of the second round like we did.
Yes.
I don't consider them a threat. Yeah, sure, regular season matters. Sure, get your winning season. Sure, can you make it there can you make it to past the second round? Knicks did it. I don't want to hear that Jason Tatum crap.
Yeah, I shut that down. Yeah, I already burnt that whole argument down.
We were winning that series 3-1 to begin with. Detroit,
that's a
I don't
fact.
want to get that either. Tim Hardaway Jr. try to foul bait.
Yeah, they baby pups. They wasn't going to win. They had a couple of veterans, but it's still baby pups. They ain't ready yet.
And until they get plenty of playoff experience, I don't consider Detroit a threat. Anyway,
I agree.
I think we're going to be number 2 in the East. Fantasy, until the Hawks show me that they can stay healthy, until the Hawks show me that they're healthy, they're the dark horse to me. I'm more concerned about Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando is the real deal. If you ask me.
That's what I'm concerned about. I don't care about the oppositions. I want to get to their chip. Period.
That's a fact.
I'm a Knicks
That's
fan.
where we are.
Want my team. I don't care if it's the Hawks. I don't care if the Magic. I don't care if it's the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Celtics. This team's going to have a killer instinct that they didn't have last year. When with Mike Brown, you know damn well accountability is going to be held. And with that, I take my leave.
All right. Salute, Yuri. That was Yuri. Channel member, Knicks Tape Matters Discord server, and channel mod. Salute to him. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. I was thinking about a trade, right? And I think, like, if I'm doing a trade, there's two players I want. And let me put them on the screen. The Houston Rockets, right? They very deep. If I could get a Tari Eason from them, I know that's going to be very difficult. But if I could get Tari Eason, man, or I even take this Tate kid. I like Jayshawn Tate. If I could get Jayshawn Tate, who is 30 years old, he ain't that young, but I like him. I like Tate. I like this kid Tate. If we're doing a deal, and go get one of these dudes. I'm trying to see how tall he is. Jason, I think I could have sworn he's like 6'7", 6'8". I mean, let's pull him up. But this is I'm calling the Houston Rockets like, look, man, y'all stacked. Y'all got KD, man. Y'all don't need all these young, talented dudes. Come on, how did I get here? Come on, how I did that? I'm gonna go to Basketball Reference. I just want to see how tall this kid is. Yeah. Oh, he's only 6'4". Oh, no, take that back. I don't want Tate. Nah, never mind. So if it's not Tate, who else they had? They had another 6'9" dude on this team. Did they let him go? They had another 6'9" dude. No, I'm not bugging. Eason, not Smith. I don't know. Because they did trade some people. Who they traded? Brooks? Green? I must got them mixed up with somebody. There's another 6'8" dude. I thought he was with Houston. Let me see if he's with the Suns now. They got Green, Brooks. I don't know. I'm going to find him. Am I wrong, y'all, that I want somebody who's 6'9"? Chris Gotti, man. Chris Gotti, man. Why you got to come out here talking about the Liberty is out? We know that, man. We know that. Yeah, size 9. He is another Josh Hart. I'm good. I don't want Tate. He's only 6'4". Salute to the Liberty, man. They lost, but I'm still going to salute my lady Liberty, man. I tell you what, man. Breanna Stewart, she's the real deal. Yo, she had 32 on a bad MCL that she strained 5 days ago. 5 days ago. And she out there dropping 32. Crazy. And Nescu, the female Steph Curry, she stepped up too, but them girls wasn't ready. Hawks can try 6'7" backcourt, 6'9" small forward, 6'10" power forward. Yeah, but the Hawks, you know the thing about the Hawks though, they don't use their size like that. They all shoot threes. Isn't it like the league? This ain't the 1990s where dudes is backing dudes down, right? Like all these guys play from the perimeter. As good as that kid Ricochet is, who he's nice. All these guys operate from the perimeter. Look at the threes they're taking. Let's pull it up. Ricochet, he's taking 4.6 threes. That's a good amount. I thought he would be taking more than that, but okay. Jalen Johnson taking 3.9 threes per game. Hunter was taking 6.7 when he was with them. Is Nang still with them? I don't even know who the hell Hawks got. Hold on, me fast forward. Let me go to the next season because they're showing the guys that got traded. Honestly, man, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. When I look at them, and you look at Ricochet 6'8", but he don't play like he like Ricochet is not posting you up. He's on the perimeter. So Dyson Daniels 6'8". Once again, he on the perimeter. When's the last time you seen Dyson Daniels post up Jalen Brunson? Right? They still got small Trae Young. Let me not swear. They got a very little tiny guy in Trae Young who's only 6'1". Right? And Jalen Johnson is 6'9". But once again, like the Knicks match up well. Even with the Josh Hart lineup matches well against these guys. Like against Atlanta, you starting Towns at the power forward. You gonna put Towns on Jalen Johnson? I wouldn't do that. Jalen Johnson wants to run the floor. It's a track meet. So the Knicks' smaller lineup works against the Hawks. The Hawks is not as big as you think they are. They're not. I know they got KP at the 5, 7'4", of course. But Onyeka Okongwu, he's 6'8", even though he's 6'9", really. But they got him down at 6'8". And he's their backup center. So, look, and their other center is 6'8". NDA. They're not as big as a team. Now, this guy here, Muhammad Guy, is another guy that plays. But he's 6'11", but he only weighs 210. So the Hawks are not as big as you think they are. They're not big. They're not imposing. They're like lanky. Nula said Porzingis like that means something. I'm just trying to be objective, man. I'm just trying to be. But once again, Porzingis don't play inside either. So the Hawks are not. The Hawks' size is not an issue. I think their athleticism and them running and transition, getting stops and you know, running and gunning, that's a problem. But the size is not an issue. They're not an imposing team like that. So all of that 6'10" on at small forward, no. Yes, size 9. You're right, size 9 finally says something. I'm not gonna say finally. I do agree. Johnson be destroying us. That's why I don't want to put Towns at the power forward, because that'll be a nightmare. Miller Mike said the Knicks are loaded and could be an interchangeable team depending on the matchup. The Knicks are good. They should be. They should stop all teams in the East. I agree. Yo, guys, I'm beginning to think the Knicks are the first seed in the East, and I'm beginning to think that. Well, I already thought that. I think that we're going to the finals, but I'm beginning to think that that championship is right there. It could be done. And Nula said Brogdon cooks Porzingis. Morris over Jordan Clarkson. You saying Monte Morris? Please don't tell me you're talking about Monte Morris. Stop. Cavs are a bad matchup. Why? Hold on. Let me put the Cavs up here. What's going on, man? We don't listen. I'm not scared of no team in the East, dog. I'm gonna keep it real. He said the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, because you know why? You looking at the narratives from last season, and you thinking that it's gonna be the same. We're gonna get swept by the Cavs this season. It's not happening. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we win the first 2 games. First off, the first game we see the Cavs, they're not gonna have Max Strus, and they're not gonna have Garland. And this is a team that showed you in the playoffs that they don't overcome adversity that well. So I don't see them coming out to the fast start like they did last season. Last season, they were pretty good with health. They didn't have too much health issues. They're already starting out the gate. Garland ain't going to be there. And Strus ain't going to be there. So they got Lonzo Ball, new guy in the rotation. Not a shooter like that, though he has been shooting the ball since he came back from injury. They do got Hunter still, but they lost Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome's no longer there. Now they got my man from Duke, Tyrese Proctor, who's a problem. Don't get it twisted. He's a problem, but I'm not concerned, man. And then when we look at this is the Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, besides the fact that they start the double big lineup, they're not a big team outside of that. You know, Dean Wade is the next biggest guy in their rotation at 6'9". They play a lot of small guards, right? Now, Ball, he's 6'6". He's going to make them a little big on the wing, but Okoro was 6'6". So, you know, it's kind of a replacement. Now, Tyrese Proctor, 6'5". I'm telling you, man, this kid right here, he makes a difference, and he gives them a bigger guard. Something that they need, because all their guards are small. They got a lot of small guards. So Ball and Proctor makes them a little, but I mean, you could replace Ball with thing. Hold on, we do got a caller. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
This is Randall, 1973.
Hey, salute to Randall. Let's go, Randall, man. How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling all right. I'll be feeling a little better if the Liberty would have won tonight, but you know.
Man, I was so mad, bro. Hey, I felt bad because they just had the injuries really set them back. Not to make no excuses, but the injuries like really set them back. I mean, they were the 5th seed. They would have had a higher seed. They would have been at home. Everything would have been different, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What could we say? Hopefully the Knicks, we could be the New York savior. I don't count the Bills. I'm sorry. I'm a Jets fan. I don't really give a damn about the Bills. They could win it all. I will never celebrate, even though they're a New York team. But the Knicks, when we talk about this New York City, is looking like right now we are the best hope. So how do you feel about Malcolm Brogdon and Deuce McBride in terms of, who sits, who shines, who's going to get more playing time? Do you think that it's a battle? Will both of them play? What say you? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know, because if all the rumors about Deuce getting traded is true, then I think they probably gonna end up keeping maybe Shaman and on Brogdon, if that's true.
Right.
But we don't know if there's any truth to it.
Right. We don't know if there's any truth to it, but it makes sense because if you got all these guards, like how are you gonna play all these guys?
That's true. You got too many guards.
It's just too many, man. As good as we are, like I said, I think we got a great team. I love what Leonard's done, but I need another 6'9" dude, man.
Yeah.
I need a Tari Eason on this team. Hell yeah. Give me that.
That's what we need. Now, we trading Deuce to try to get that. I'm all for it.
Hell yeah. I'm with you too, man. That's the move. But another thing too, like, and as fans, I know we don't care about this stuff, but it does impact the game, the politics and the business of basketball. Deuce is up for an extension soon. So the normal NBA play is they try to mess with your playing time.
He becomes
they ship
eligible next summer, right?
Right. So this season would be used as the barometer for how much you pay him. But now if you sit him, right.
Next summer, they got to figure out what they're going to do with Cat.
Bingo.
Then the following summer, they're going to have to figure out about Brunson.
Right. And Josh Hart is in the mix too with that, in between that time.
I feel that Josh Hart is either going to be traded or they just not going to resign his contract is up. I think he's going to end up being traded next summer.
Wait, hold on. So let's set the precedent. Do you think will winning impact that? Or are you saying period? Because I think that winning, all right, so what Boston did, right?
Right.
They paid everybody, but they won. Right? And so when you win, and this is a big market, I could see them probably paying Hart and Towns and all of them. But if we lose, like, and when I say lose, I'm talking about like second round. Like if you get bumped by the Orlando Magic in the second round, it's hard for me to see all these guys coming back. It's very difficult because now you're in that second apron.
The Knicks do not get to the finals.
Yeah.
I believe there's definitely going to be some trades next summer.
100%. 100%. And I hope and I pray.
Not that I don't want to win the championship.
No. No, we're not saying that. We said the second round. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely going to be some changes.
Yeah, you lose to Orlando or Detroit in the second round. Oh, my God. Forget about it. But I don't want us to lose. But if that propels us to go after Giannis' hard body, because next summer we're going to have 4 draft picks available. We get another first round, and I can't remember how it works. I had the article somewhere. But next summer we will have 4 picks that we can trade, making a deal for a star player a lot easier because, usually you send picks.
Next summer also, so.
Right. Bingo.
We don't know what's up, whether he want to stay or he going to leave.
Want to leave, yeah. And also, remember, there's going to be some competition. Like the Lakers, I'm telling you right now, they're getting another star next year, 100%. I saw an article today that the Lakers are willing to trade anybody that has a salary going forward beyond the end of the season. So like anybody that got 2-year or more deals, they're willing to trade them.
Well, I definitely believe Austin Reeves gonna get traded.
Yeah, he up out of there, 100%, 100%.
You got two guards in the backcourt who cannot play no defense.
No defense
That ain't gonna
whatsoever.
work.
And they signed Smart, so they're probably gonna start Smart with Luka, LeBron, and Rui. So you move off of Reeves, and then you start Smart at the 2 with Luka. Get some defense out there. Yep, that's what I think they're gonna do. So, okay, so you think that a move is possible? So there might not even be any competition between Brogdon and Deuce. Now, how do you feel about some of the other new acquisitions? They signed this kid Jemison to a 2-way deal. They clearly went away from.
I feel that was a good move. I feel that was a good move. Sign him to a 2-way.
Like getting more veteran, even though like I'm not saying these guys are super old, but like they don't have no real rookies besides Diarra is the only one that got the camp invite. Everybody else got like at least 1 or 2 years experience.
Because I know Dave Pope got signed to a G League deal, so he will be playing in the G League.
He be playing in the G League, probably where he belongs, right?
Right.
Instead of on a 2-way.
The Knicks wasted no time, not even a week after some niggas over, signed him to a G League deal. So they feel he's got potential.
Right.
But the reason why I think they gave, or what was willing to give Diarra the rookie deal, because they feel that maybe Diarra could be better right now.
Yeah.
He can bring a little something more to the table right now. But I feel Payne has a higher ceiling than Diarra. He's got a higher ceiling.
Yeah. I mean, he's super young. He's 6'8". Can handle the ball. Play multiple positions. That's valuable in this league, especially if he can shoot. If he could, become a little bit more consistent with his jump shot, he'll always have a job in the league, 100%.
Because Payne is like what, 6'7", 6'8"?
Yeah, he's 6'8". He's 6'8". Yeah, and he's solid, bro. Like, you can see the rawness and the raw potential in his game. There's a lot of things he got to work on. He definitely got to get his weight up, 100%. But outside of that, I think that he's a good kid. If you could keep him around, I would try to keep him around as best as you could.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm digging all the moves, but only thing I don't like is the guards, the excess of guard, but that could easily be changed with a trade, and he's not done, so I'm gonna let Leon Rose cook, right? So do you think that what other guys you think have an opportunity to make the team? They got Garrison Matthews. We know Landry Shamet is probably a favorite to make the team. Is there any other guys that you're looking forward to in training camp to see who will break through? I got some of the names on the screen. Matt Ryan is back. I doubt he makes it, but he's there. Alex Len, I doubt he makes it. But I'm curious to see.
I'm not saying he's not gonna make it.
Okay.
But it's highly unlikely. But I mean, if he ball out in training camp, who knows?
Who you saying? Matthews?
No, I'm talking about Lynn.
Oh, Alex Lynn. Yeah. Because right now, Ariel. I mean, if they start Mitch, right, which I don't think they should do that, but if they start Mitch and Towns together, it probably would make sense to have another 7-footer in the lineup. I don't know what Mike Brown's going to do, but Ariel, he's young, right? Like, I'm not saying he can't be good, but Alex Len is a veteran. I mean, Alex Len to me also kind of fell off the map too, but but he's a veteran. He's been around the block. I think that you probably would want to hold on to another guy that you could plug in just in case. But it could go in a lot of different directions. I mean, if they do a deal where they package like 3 players and ship them, that opens up these spots potentially for these guys too, right? So, it's a lot of mystery going on, and I'm curious to see what happens.
Like I don't feel anything is gonna happen till once training camp is over.
Right.
Once they go,
that makes sense. Camp. That makes sense. So you see what you got, and then because to you probably find a team that's like, we want to go in a different direction. We'll ship out somebody, and it sounds like it makes sense. And all these guys are on non-guaranteed contracts anyway, so it's easy to just cut ties. Even the two-way guys you could easily cut tie with a two-way guy and replace them. So nothing is set in stone, so to speak.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So, man, that's pretty much all the questions I got, man. I think we hit it on the nail. Any other final words you'd like to get out?
No, that's it.
Man, salute to you, Randall. I appreciate you calling out of Jersey, man. Salute to Jersey, man. Salute the entire tri-state, man. So, peace.
Later.
All right. That was my man, Randall, man. Call up 646-995-8389. Is Deuce McBride out of here? And if Deuce McBride is not out of here, who shines and who sits? Brogdon or Deuce? And out of the new acquisitions, we could talk about training camp, what you're looking forward to, what name caught your eye, who did you like, who you don't like. We could talk about that. Or whatever else you like. By the way, we got the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League. If you want to be a part of the Fantasy Basketball League and, you're in the Discord server, all you got to do is click on the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League server, click the link, join the league. We need 4 more players. 4 more players. Now, if you are a channel member and you're not in the Discord, you can go in the membership section. You'll be able to see the link to join the Fantasy League. If you're not a member and you want to be a part of the Fantasy League, all you got to do is hit that join button. So let's get to it. We need like 4 more people. Salute to my man HRM. He put it together. I think we're going to do the draft probably like a week or so before the season starts, and we'll come up with a time that everybody could get on. Hopefully, it's a time that is flexible. I'm pretty sure weekends for most of us wouldn't be a problem, like in the morning time. But we need more people. So if you are interested in being in the part of the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League, feel free to join, all right? So I think size 9, somebody got the comment of the week this week. I don't remember who it was. Somebody said something. I'm not sure if it was size 9. Somebody said something crazy. I was like, and then how you get comment of the week? Because I make sure to write comment of the week. Yeah, it was size 9. Yeah, size 9. You made the comment of the week, man. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. But yeah, I'm just going to flash that momentarily. That's going to be the comment of the week. Talk about Leon Rose. Oh, by the way, man, this Kawhi Leonard stuff, it's getting spooky, man. It's getting spooky every day. And I can't believe that these guys really thought that they were going to circumvent the cap the way that they went about it. And this guy, Pablo Torre, seems to be on the money, man. And we know that, he made an illusion that he had some information on Brunson. Brunson's enemies want him to go after Brunson. whatever the hell that means. Boy, I mean, I don't know. Because we were already fined for it, I don't think it'll be nothing too crazy. But the way this Clipper thing is unraveling, I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much craziness going on there. Too much craziness. Let me see. Are we talking about the Browns? Why are we talking about the Browns? Listen, we have no faith in nothing Cleveland in New York City. All right, we have no faith in Cleveland at all. Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Guardians. I mean, you could talk about the Indians, whatever Cleveland team you want. What's a college Cleveland team? I don't even know a college Cleveland team. Anybody know a college Cleveland team that is nice? Man, we not scared of no team from Cleveland. New Lord, you wildin'. He said Tibbs don't got the mental to be an NBA coach. I disagree with that. You know what, fans NY? You said, who are Brunson's enemies? That's the big question, man. That's the big question. Who are their enemies? Now, on one call-up show, I kind of speculated that one of the enemies could be Randall. It could be Julius Randle. I doubt it. I'm not putting it on. Hold on. Let me put the disclaimer for myself. I'm not saying it is Julius Randle. But he's the only one that I think that could honestly be an enemy of Brunson. Now, it also could be, other players that may have left, like RJ. He was traded. Hey, who knows, right? Maybe it was some guys in the Mavericks front office. Maybe it's some guys, even though Mark Cuban kind of, squashed the beef with Brunson, so to speak. Maybe it's some guys in the Mavericks front office that was feeling salty and they're like, yo, screw this dude. I don't know. Those are the only enemies that there's another enemy too that I'm not sure if somebody said it, but I think somebody might have said it on Still Knicks Fans. So let's Still Knicks Fans. Maybe not. I don't know. But what if it's Coach Tibbs? What if Coach Tibbs is Brunson's enemy? Because think about it. And I'm going to put the disclaimer up one more time for myself. Think about it. Coach Tibbs worked closely with Leon Rose. He would know the details of the tampering more so than anybody. Think about it. It could be Tibbs. It could be another former CAA employee. I don't have a name. Because the guy who the whistleblower for the aspiration situation with Pablo Torre is a former employee. Hey, I don't know. Newlaw said, Brunson and Randall was tight. I don't know. I mean, possibly. We say Yuri? I'm tripping. Hey, listen, fans NY asked the question. He said, who could be enemies of Brunson? I am not saying, once again, I'm going to put the disclaimer up again. I'm not saying that these guys are Brunson's enemies. I am just speculating, okay? You ask me, I just think outside the box, and I think Tibbs knows way more than anybody else. I think he would know way more than anybody. He would know way more than Randall and the Mavs, right? What information do the Mavs have to give to Pablo? Remember, because Pablo was getting the information from the whistleblower, the guy who worked at Aspiration, right? So what other enemies that would have information on Brunson that would be that damaging? Just saying. Hey, man, Sharon said Tibbs is Brunson family. I don't know, man. New Law said Randall not bitter like that, man. You don't know that. Go look at the shirt Randall wore his first game back in the Garden. He was trying to be funny. You know what, size 9? I remember during the preseason game, Randall did wave when they did the tribute to the fans, though. To the fans. But game 1, when we smacked the Wolves, he didn't shake nobody's hand, including Brunson. Game 2, he kind of gave like fake pounds, wasn't genuine, and bolted out of there. But guess who stayed out on the floor? Dante DiVincenzo. Coach says WWW has been tampering since he was a teen. Uh-oh, we good. Yeah, I mean, Coach, I feel the same way, but watching what's going on with the Clippers is scary. Bodega said blaming Tibbs is a reach. Man, anything is possible, man. I'm not saying that these guys are the ones doing it. I'm just giving you possible enemies, because when we look at Brunson, I'm thinking Master Miyagi. Who possibly doesn't like Brunson? Who did he mess around? But like, all right, in the Tibbs and Randall scenario, right? So I kind of did an unfiltered thought. I did an unfiltered thought where I said that Brunson holds no weight. I still believe that, right? But maybe he holds more weight than I think he holds weight. And the reason why I say he doesn't hold weight is because, you know, his coach got fired, his mans got traded. You know, usually, you know, superstars kind of throw their weight around like, nah, that's my coach. I want my coach here. You know, I think Brunson signed off on everything. I think that, not that he wanted them gone, but I think that he was like, all right, let's go. And because these are his people, he's like, yo, man, you just going to send me off like that? I'm just speaking hypothetically. Relax. I don't think it's Dante, though, because I think I think he and Dante and them, they worked out their differences, right? But Randall, I mean, maybe he's feeling better now, but I felt like up until the time we last saw Randall, he was definitely bitter. And also, Randall got paid less. Randall got paid less money going to the Wolves. Randall got less money than Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges got paid more money than Julius Randle. Coach says, what are the Clippers facing? Hold on. I got you. I'm going to show you what they facing. I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. I had to read like, I don't know, maybe like 30 articles on this. Just the updates are crazy. The speculation. It's a lot going on. There's a good article. Matter of fact, Coach, I might have put it in the Discord. Let me check the Discord right quick. There's a good article that talks about, there's a bunch of good articles, but there's one good article that talks about how the governors, the other owners, want the Clippers to lose more picks than the Wolves did when Joe Smith. And that was 5 first-round picks. So the first-round picks, if they lose 5 first-round picks, that's damaging. Because those first-round picks, you don't know who they could become, even if they're late first-round picks. Right? Kawhi's contract will be voided, and they won't be able to sign him back. Meaning that more than likely, unless he gets suspended, he could go sign with whoever the hell he wants. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that article. I don't think I put it there. Hold on. I didn't put it in. I only put one article there. This is another reason why you should join the Discord server, become a channel member, because every day I try to put like a good NBA article in there, a good read. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I got a Kawhi folder too in my RSS. I got a really good Kawhi folder. Let's see. Contracts. Okay, yeah, I got this is not the article, but this is another article I'm gonna put on the screen. Let me go back into research mode, man. Don't ask me to get a source, man. That's my specialty. By the way, this is the Knicks Call Up Show. Feel free to call up and voice your opinion. 646-995-8389. Okay, I'm here. Let me just make sure I copied and pasted. Yeah, I did. Bam. So, NBA investigation into the Clippers and Kawhi could bring historic punishments. Okay. Scandal at the center of the season. Clippers did not play a single game. They're already facing one of the league's most significant controversy. You see this? They already are facing the league's most significant controversies in decades. NBA is investigating whether or not the organization funneled money to Kawhi through the bankrupt financial firm Aspiration. Matter of fact, I just discovered the other day that Maxine actually had a bank account with these guys, Aspiration, and they froze her account. And she never got her money. So these guys were not just scamming companies. They were scamming people that had accounts with them because they had these like investment accounts. They was trying to do all types of, crazy stuff. And sometimes, when you see these new companies coming up with these new things, it could be a scam. I'm not saying they all are, but this company was doing some crazy stuff. But look at this. If the investigation confirms violations, Leonard could face several penalties. His current contract may be voided, and he could be banned from re-signing with the Clippers. So they'll lose out on their All-NBA superstar, right? And he may also have to repay the money that he received from Aspiration. So he received about $21 million. He has to give that back, and he could face a fine for up to $350,000. Such a ruling will have massive implications for the league. Leonard owed $50 million next season, could suddenly hit free agency mid-year. A rival contender such as the Lakers. By the way, I do think it will be the Lakers that will sign him, right? And the Clippers themselves could face steeper consequences, multiple draft picks, okay? Hold on, I do got a caller. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, Karan, it's Fritz.
Hey, salute to Fritz in the building, man. Great to have you on board, man. We talking about all types of stuff, but I do got some topics or questions. Malcolm Brogdon versus Deuce McBride. Who plays, who sits, right? And then also, is Deuce McBride on the move? So what say you about Deuce McBride? Stephon Bondi, he reported that, not hypothetically, but there may be some interest in moving Deuce McBride. What say you?
I think he's kind of someone other teams would want. I know there's, you always, if you want to trade, you always want the best thing out of it. But Deuce is one of those few players that other teams would really, really want. Like, who's ready? There's guys in the bench who's like, oh, this is a project or another project. But he's like someone another team would really want. Low salary, could play defense.
Yeah.
And, the possibility he could blow up somewhere else. Like, we all know, 100%. Like, he's been playing in New York, and this is the toughest place to play. So, he might have it easier somewhere else.
Okay, so are we, or maybe if this is true, not that to say that the Knicks are shopping them, but if what you're saying is true, then are we making a mistake by putting him on the block, or by even choosing Brogdon over him in terms of time in the rotation or position in the rotation?
Not really.
Okay.
Deuce is his height. Like he can't do anything about being 6'1", 6'2".
Right.
And you want him to defend point guards, but on offense you don't want him to be a point guard. That kind of makes his role limited.
Good point.
So, and right now we have quite a few players who could fit that shooting guard spot.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of shooting guards, like 6.
Yeah, so like if there's a time to if someone's talking about, hey, I'm gonna need something valuable back, I'd rather give up Deuce and give up Pacome Dadier.
That's a fact. I agree. He's Pacome Dadier 6'8". I mean, you only got one other guy that's like 6'8" on your entire roster. So you moving him to me, and you're not getting another 6'8" guy. Like if I was getting Tari Eason from the Rockets, and I had to do Pacome Dadier and somebody else to get him, okay, that makes sense. Because now I'm getting a guy who's a better 6'9" guy. But I'm not going to trade a 6'9" dude just to make space for Landry Shamet. Like that to me doesn't. Yeah, I don't think Leon Rose would do a move like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think the Knicks' intention is to move a guy for Landry. I don't. I think if they're gonna do a trade, it's intentional. It's intentional to improve the team. I think consolidation needs to happen.
Right.
All these guys can't develop.
Right.
These guys can't develop.
Exactly.
They can't develop the same. You can't have 5 guys trying to play on a championship roster.
Facts. And I think that's something that people like. To all the people that were so heavy critical of Tibbs last season, I think they're bringing a last season scenario into this season, because this season we have many veterans that are going to be there in the beginning, not waiting to come back off injury. Tibbs dropped the ball because he should have played those guys, because you needed guys, and those guys were the best guys up. So this year it's a different challenge, because now you bring in a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who definitely will push Kolek deeper into the further back into the depth chart. So the opportunity is not going to be there as much as it was last year. So now we're looking to possibly get more veterans or more guys that we feel that can help us win now, versus waiting, from some point in the future for you guys to develop. No, the window is a 1+1. So, hey, I need to if I can go get I don't even know. Do you have any like trade targets, like good players that we could possibly like package some guys up, like whether it be a Mitch, or not to say it would be Mitch, but are there any guy? Because the only guy I could think of is Tari Eason right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to put up a list.
Me and Freezy got into it yesterday. Like, it's a real interesting conversation about if I had to trade Mitch, what would I want back? And I said, if I can give up Mitch, and I can give up Pacome, and I can come back, if I can come back with Keegan Murray, and I said,
okay.
And I said the reason I said I come with the name Keegan Murray is Sacramento's been like openly saying they want Jonathan Kuminga, who's a restricted free agent, talking about they want to trade for him and give him the money he wants.
Right.
Meanwhile, they have Keegan Murray, who needs an extension.
Right.
And they want to give Keegan's spot to Kuminga. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah. Well, okay.
So
what? I think Sacramento, like, hey, they're in a place where they got DeRozan, Levine. They got a lot of decisions they got to make.
Yeah, they made a lot
So
of bad decisions that put them in the
yeah,
spot.
that put them in the spot. So now it's like they're scrambling right now, and they're looking at, oh, let me get this player, and we're willing to trade DeRozan, but it's kind of like I'm not gonna say they don't got no direction, but it's clear that they're kind of they're not. I can't say they're buyers. I think they're selling right now, and usually when you're selling, that's not really a good sign in terms of what you're trying to do in terms of wins. Like selling is usually, all right, we're on the cusp of rebuilding. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where Leon Rose can really pull one of his magic tricks, because now you get a team like that that's looking this way, right? But they're looking to the right, but they're not looking at the left and the value that they may have there. And now a team like the Knicks come and say, okay, well, we'll take Keegan Murray, or we'll take one of these guys that you guys don't want to sign.
Yeah,
And then
we'll give you a couple young guys.
Yeah,
We'll give you a couple young guys and a veteran.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
He was one of the guys. We always Washington's roster.
Mhm.
Cam Whitmore just got over there. But
Yeah,
he's
that's a
over
dude.
still.
That was the guy I wanted. That's the guy I got earlier. I was trying to tell you guys that they traded Cam Whitmore. That's the guy. Yes.
Yeah, so Cam Whitmore is definitely one of the names. Koulibaly.
Koulibaly is nice.
I mean, players like that, like players on their rookie contract, they got a year or two before they get paid.
Right.
Keegan Murray is about to get paid, but I think he's in an interesting situation where he hasn't quite reached where they thought he would be.
Right.
So you may not have to pay as much as you probably thought before.
Right. 100%. I agree, especially if well, I guess he would start if you trade him for him.
Yeah.
Not 100.
He's been starting like his whole
career, right?
The whole career he's been starting.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Because he could, all right, anytime I could get somebody 6'8", 6'9", they can shoot the 3 ball. I'm biased to height, especially 6'9" guys. Because I pulled up right now on research mode, right? I'm using NBA 2K, right? Because I feel like if we're trading for a power forward, if we're trading for players, I think that the type of player we should get is a power forward, and maybe if you're trading Mitch, maybe you probably don't got to get a center that makes as much as Mitch, but you need to get somebody who also could play 5, whether you signing a guy. I think that you need to get another 5, right?
Yeah.
2. So I'm pulling up the list of power forwards just to see and Keegan Murray's there, but there's I don't know. There's not a lot of 6'9" guys. Maybe I got to go all the way down.
It's tough. In the league right now,
it's tough, right?
Yeah, but the one interesting signing the Knicks did this week is they gave Trey Jemison a 2-way.
I didn't understand Jemison.
Everybody's scratching their head on that one.
Because he was playing the 5. Right. So last year I saw him play the 5 for the Lakers. He looked undersized and out of position.
Yeah.
So maybe he's a 4. Maybe that's his position. I just wasn't really impressed with once again, I'm not gonna act like I saw 82 Laker games, but the games I did see, I don't know. He's definitely not a 5. That's the one thing I would say.
One thing about, and me and Freezy are talking about this, is we're New York Knicks fans, and we totally appreciate offensive bigs who can rebound and rim protection.
Yeah.
Mike Brown has had none of that.
Yes.
And I don't know if he
Right.
needs that. Like, you know how people say, one thing you knew about Tibbs he wasn't gonna let the team go out rebounder. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? We had Noel Powell playing out there at some point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we wasn't going whenever. Mike Brown has never had that. He has had Alex Len out there. He's
Right.
had like some guys that we would never put on the at the 5.
Didn't he put what's his name at the backup 5 for Sacramento? Was it Lyles? Who's the backup?
Lyles.
It was Lyles, right? He was playing him
Jamison
at the
last
5.
year. Yeah. And we had 2 of those guys he had last year in our
So,
team. Yeah.
wait, Jemison, he came from Sacramento too?
He played last year.
Oh, okay. Because I
think
know he was with the
from-
Lakers. But
No,
okay.
You know what? Maybe it was the year before, but he played with.
No.
Played with,
Jameson might have got. Hold on, let's pull it up. He might have got traded there. I don't think he was with the Lakers the whole year. So it's. Hold on, I'm pull him up. We'll pull him up. No problem. Because I'm not 100% sure. I just remember watching him a little bit with the Lakers, and remember the Lakers didn't have a 5, so you know it was like, okay, so Trey Jemison, he's 6'11". Okay.
Yeah, I think
They say he's.
I think he played part of the year. I think.
Let's see. Yeah, 22 games.
Yeah.
Damn, he bounced around a lot. Let me see. Washington, Memphis, New Orleans, Lakers. Okay. I didn't know he was 6'11" though. He didn't look it to me. He looked smaller. But okay. All right, maybe I don't know. Maybe Mike Brown makes him play different. I'm not mad at it.
I think he was an interesting two-way because the guys who didn't get two-ways.
Right. Yes.
And it was like, okay, you got Pate didn't get a two-way.
Nope. Nang, who came all the way from overseas,
not even on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not yeah. There you go. That's what I meant to say. And he came from overseas trying to get a contract.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, why would you give him a two-way of all people? When you know if Mitch isn't there, Huck Porty isn't up next.
Right. So he's supposed to be up next.
He's supposed to be up next. So I'm like, why would I give him a two-way for a third center when the starting center is is Cat?
Well, we don't know who the starting center is right now, right? It could be Mitch, it could be Cat. Hopefully we find out media day.
Yeah, because I'm like, that was totally unnecessary. I would have protected Pate because I hate for him to go to Westchester and somebody pick him up.
Yeah,
you can't do nothing about it.
Right. He is 6'8" too. I mean,
yeah,
I'm biased to height, man. Once I see 6'8", I'm like, oh, let me check you out, like, because we don't got that on this team. We don't got too many 6'8" dudes.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we still haven't heard anything about Mitch.
Right. The extension.
I would feel more comfortable if it was yay or nay. Like, hey, we're gonna table it till later in the season, or we're gonna table it to next summer. Okay, then you may, you at least talked about it. And but when you don't say anything, that means it's unresolved. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I said this, the deeper we go and there's no contract there, I mean, at this point, I don't see a contract coming. So, yes, he could ball out during the season, right? And then, warrant the contract then. But honestly, man, the way the politics is set up, especially with how Leon Rose does his business, he doesn't like to go into the season normally without that extension there. Yeah. So it's going to be, you never know. And then also too, like tactics, like with the Warriors, right? They know it was Kuminga's contract year. they didn't play him, right?
Mhm.
So could that come into the play with Mitch? Yeah, we would have started him, but because he ain't got the contract, we're gonna bring him off the bench, and play, do those antics. Those things may occur. But like you said, I mean, I'm curious to see with Mitch. I ain't gonna lie right now. I know this is 2K, but I ain't really feeling none of these power forwards, man. Not to do a trade for. I mean,
No.
it's kind of like slim pickings right now. And then there's guys that you're not gonna get, right? Like there's this certain young, like an all Dama, you're not gonna get an all Dama. Like that's not happening. PJ, even a PJ Washington would probably be really
he
difficult.
just got the bag. He just got a big
Yeah,
extension.
there you go. Like even if he didn't get the bag, he probably still would be very difficult to get right now at this point. So hey, I mean, I guess this is just where we are, and maybe they could get a 2 guard. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of 2 guards out there, but
Yeah, we just got so many 2 guards right now.
I'm saying because like when I say get another 2 guard, I'm saying to consolidate, like trade like 3 or 4 of them, trade 3 or 4 of them and get a really good one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, or even like if it's a multi-team deal where you can send one here, send one there, they send picks here, boom, and converge and get a better 2 guard. Because I think that, those are the 2 areas where we could improve. But I mean, to be honest, realistically, the 2 guard spot shouldn't be a problem at this point. It really, realistically, it shouldn't be a problem. It should not be. I mean, I know most of these guys won't make it, but you got like 7 shooting guards heading into the 21-man training camp. So like, if I got a trade to get a better shooting guard and I got 7 shooting guards, I don't know. There's just something about that picture that's just off to me.
Yeah. But I try to look back at like Mike Brown's like last few years and what he's relied on, and he likes dynamic guards. Like they went out and got Zach LaVine. They went out like, I don't think just having Brunson is enough. Like in his mind, like I think he wants somebody else out there just who's a big scorer in the backcourt.
And like, you got Brogdon, you got Clarkson. Those 2 guys, both of those guys, 6 men of the year. I think those 2 right there will help out a lot. I'm curious to see who he starts, but a Brogdon and Clarkson backcourt off the bench to me is solid as hell. I mean that I think that's a nice little punch, but I'm not sure if he wants like a Nembhard out there. How would you feel if the Knicks did a deal Deuce for Keon Ellis from Sacramento? How would you feel about that?
Yeah, Sacramento's holding tight on Ellis.
You think they holding tight on Ellis?
They're holding tight on Ellis.
Boy, if we could make that happen.
That's the one Golden State tried to get Ellis. When they tried to get rid of Kuminga, they were like, "Oh, we'll trade Kuminga for Ellis," and Sacramento shut that down real quick.
They didn't want Kuminga. Well, that makes sense because they got Murray, they got DeRozan. They do got some forwards, but Kuminga is a hell of a man. I don't know about that. I think I would have did that.
No, they're still trying to get Kuminga, but they're trying to get him for like Malik in the first.
Hell nah, the Warriors ain't doing that.
Warriors down, but Warriors like we don't want no protection on that pick. Like
they down for Monk
and like an unprotected pick.
Okay, if they down for that, I mean,
yeah, I think Sacramento wants some insurance. They don't want to give them an unprotected.
But I'm just saying, don't Golden State got a whole bunch of guards too? Like, what is this? Like the 2-guard league? Like, I feel like the Warriors got mad 2 guards.
I'm not sure what's going on over there. They got all these old players and.
Oh, am I looking at the right year? They only got 9 guaranteed. Hold on.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You're right. That's
How is that even possible?
they're holding on. They're waiting till Kaminga. They already got people lined up though.
Damn, look at their cap holds. They got like 14 cap holds on this joint.
Yeah.
That's
Which
crazy.
going over there from Boston?
Oh, Horford?
Horford's going over there. As soon as they get the Kaminga situation, they got a couple guys lined up to go over there.
They got Moody, they got Hill and Pajinski. They got a lot of guards too. I mean, I know most of them ain't signed, but you know, it's some guards over here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some guards over here. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could see where they would put Malik Monk because they could get rid of them other guards. And so I guess Malik Monk would be the sixth man.
Mm.
But Hill don't play no defense though.
No.
Hill don't play no defense. And Monk don't really defend like that either. So it's like, I don't know. That's crazy they don't want to give up Keon Ellis, man. Damn. I would have loved to get.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna pay all these guys.
Sacramento, right? Because I think they trying to come off with DeRozan, but they gonna have to wait till next year to do that because nobody ain't got no money right now.
Yeah.
So they probably holding out for next season, selling what they can, and then getting rid of the big contracts next season when more teams have money to take these guys on. Interesting stuff, man. It's exciting. It's just like, honestly, Fritz, I can't think of a guy who I want the Knicks to trade for. Of course, outside of like really good star players or really good players. But I'm talking about like realistic, okay, you could go get this. Yeah, like the kid Eason from the Rockets. It's not happening, right?
Yeah.
But Cam Whitmore was the guy I was thinking about earlier.
Yeah,
that was the guy.
There are some guys I'd like, but I don't think they would trade them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course, 100%.
Like Orlando's right. Like Tristan Da Silva is like another young player. I'm like, okay,
6'9", 6'8".
Yeah, 6'9", 6'8". He killed us last year.
He killed us, yeah. And he can shoot. That part right there.
Yeah.
That part does it for me, man. 6'8", 6'9", can shoot. We could work on everything else. Give me that 6'9" shooter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Magic, they solid. The Magic ain't gonna do no trades.
Nope.
Yeah, they like, no, we'll be all right. Cause I think they really think that they have a shot in the East too. But once they run up across us, it's gonna be a problem. But besides us, I think they'll be good against anybody, to be honest.
Yeah, they're a good team, and then they got all these assets. So like, if they feel like they're a contender, they could be like one of those teams at the deadline. Let's do something. Let's do something to push us over the top.
Right. Nah, right.
So that's why I always put on. It's like, they're scary because if they feel like it, they can make a trade and be one of the best teams.
Right. Yeah, they got like 3 of the Infinity Stones. They're not like OKC, they got all 5, but they got 3. They got 3, which is good enough. To do something, right? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with all these moves or potential moves and moves that's yet to come. Because and then even the midseason moves are going to be crazy because that's going to hit as well when teams realize, oh, we're not that good. Yeah, all right, bye, you're out of here. Put them on the first ship out of here. So
yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of this season. Gonna be a lot of movement.
Oh,
I think New Orleans is gonna get Zion out of there eventually.
Wow.
I think that's gonna happen this year.
So you think the Nets gonna pick him up? Because I think the Nets will be one of the dumb teams to go get Zion with the health injuries, and that's the Nets style. They like stars like that. You know, stars that get hurt. And you know,
yeah. You know what? The Nets love shortcuts. They love shortcuts. They love shortcuts. Like, let's microwave this.
Let's microwave this. Yeah, they wildin', bro. And then they got 5 picks, right? They got 5 first-round picks. Instead of like consolidating and going to get Ace Bailey, they going to draft 3 point guards and draft 5 first-round picks. 3 of the guys you never heard of before. Yeah, you don't have no idea who these dudes are. Like, who the hell is these guys? And yeah, that's the Nets style, man. They always trying to be different.
They I don't know what they're doing sometimes.
I don't understand. I'm like, yo, Ace Bailey is there, bro. Just trade up and get Ace Bailey. That's who you need. Like, whatever. Because he would have been rookie of the year. Like, he would have built his name. Like, they could have did a lot. But now they got these dudes. I mean, one of the guys they got was pretty solid. But, yeah, these other guys, I don't know what the Nets are going to do. But they might be the ones to trade for Zion. I could see that happening. Watch out for the Lakers too. I think the Lakers, especially if they don't play well, I think they're gonna sell everything. Like if the Lakers come out and they're not looking good, like a top 6 team, I think they'll sell everything. You know, screw it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want for Reeves?
They'll tell Zion. They'll tell LeBron. Yeah. You may want to
where you want to go?
Where you want to go, bro?
We're gonna send you and Bronny on the first thing smoking out of this joint. Yeah. And then I read something, right? And this is where I think LeBron is in his career. I just think he wants to play with his sons because I read something saying that he might be waiting for Bryce.
There was an article. They were saying that he was trying to get the Lakers to like commit to getting Bryce. And
that might be the straw that broke the camel back. And
they don't. He ain't doing that.
Right, because now we know that his focus ain't winning. Yeah. His focus is on being a good dad. And salute to the good dads, you know. But keep that energy away from the Knicks. We try to win championship.
I think he has a big. I think he has a big plan.
Hell yeah!
I think they're talking about him. Playing overseas. This week they were talking about that.
Nah, LeBron. I can't see him overseas. Overseas.
He's actually trying to mess with the league. Actually.
Oh, okay.
But
that's different.
He wants to be an owner.
Oh, right. Okay.
He wants to be an NBA owner.
Copy.
But they're not gonna give him a team. Like it's just gonna be team. They're gonna be groups competing to buy a team. But he wants to kind of be. He wants to kind of get it. Like get. Be in line for it. And it's like, nah, he ain't gonna just give you a franchise. So he's been kind of threatening. I might go over to where the Saudis is at, and I might start a new league. Me and the Saudis might start a new league that rivals the NBA.
That won't happen.
You know what I mean?
Too much. The NBA had the infrastructure, the money, the dream. Like it's the NBA. Like that's bigger than LeBron. Like there's no one supersede. Now I don't even think Jordan could supersede that. Because look, they didn't even give Jordan a team. Jordan had to play. Jordan had to jump through hula hoops to get a team. They didn't just give Jordan no team.
Yeah, so I think he's just trying to mess with them. Be like, okay, we'll put you in line for the next team. Because I think he thought it was gonna be easy.
Nah,
the price for these teams went up. The price for these teams went up.
Billions, not 1 billion, multiple billions. So
you're gonna have to come with a lot of rich people, and you're gonna have to compete.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do it the way Jordan did. You gotta come in as a minority, get in where you fit in, and then work your way up from there. What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
I know you're a billionaire, but you a billionaire. It costs multiple billion to go get that team. So
Yeah.
yeah, LeBron, stay away from me. Don't want him at all, please. Even if he gets bought out, I think I would be reluctant to sign him. Like, do I really want the LeBron headache? Because now I'm gonna have to trade for Bronny, and then the Lakers, they're gonna want arm and a leg for Bronny. Then I gotta come up with a plan to draft Bryce. Hopefully Bryce ain't too nice, because then now he'll be a lottery pick. And now you gotta, that's just too much.
That's too much hoops. Too many.
Yeah, too much. Too much. You know who I can see doing that though? Cleveland. I can see Cleveland trying to jump through them hoops because they desperate as hell.
Yeah.
And that second April. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So okay. I think we hear all the questions. Did we talk about Deuce versus Brogdon? Like if Deuce doesn't get traded and you have Clarkson, Brogdon, Deuce.
I think I think we kind of went
we did?
Yeah, because Deuce is kind of small. And Deuce isn't a point guard.
Right.
Even though we kind of put him in that spot.
Right.
So basically if you're gonna play him his best position, he's a small shooting guard that's gonna have trouble with big guards.
Facts.
So it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's why I think that. Yeah, I think it makes sense to, if you're not gonna start one of those guys, I don't see a world where it makes sense to have those three guys off the bench, because it's just now what Brogdon's gonna be the small forward. I don't like it. Josh Hart at the power forward. I don't like it. Yabu at the five. Like, nah. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, Frizz, what you got coming up with the NBA economy, man?
Actually, I'm kind of busy this weekend with work. So I might just pop up a show. I'm supposed to have like a Mitch show with somebody, with a couple of people from the Nick of Time show.
Okay,
because
nice.
we kind of have the never trade Mitch contingent.
Oh,
We're gonna have a whole Mitch show.
Oh man, that's gonna be exciting.
Just kind of debating to trade Mitch, not to trade Mitch.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and I do want to do one on Kawhi. I do want to do one on Kawhi.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, I definitely check that out too.
Some of the news, like, yeah, it's bad. Like, I think
it's wild. It's wild.
And Pablo Torre kind of hinted that he gonna do it. He got some more dirt.
Yes.
So next week, more dirt.
Oh my God! That's why I started talking about it, because I had to read like 30 articles on this, and the things that he's uncovering, it's insane. And so when he made the Brunson comments, at first I'm like, what you got? But now he's making me feel like, even though we probably won't get no more punishment for it, he's still making me feel like we might turn our heads a little bit, like, yo, Cap, you did that, or Leon, you did what? And this guy Pablo, man, I doubted him, but I tell you what, I won't doubt him no more. If he says he got something, that man got something.
Yeah, did you see the show this week?
But for his show, no, I haven't watched the episode. I only seen the clips.
Okay.
Should I check it out? Let me write it down. I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, because if you read between the lines, because he can't some things you just can't say out and out.
Right.
Until you got. But basically, the guy at Aspiration, the CEO, hustled him. Hustled Ballmer. Basically, we have this we'll have this situation with Kawhi. Basically, you give us the money, we give the money to Kawhi, and we'll just take a little, we'll take a little cash for doing the arrangement. That's how he set it up. But what actually
Wow.
happened is he took the cash and spent it elsewhere. And then once it came time, like for the payments for Kawhi, he basically went to Ballmer and said, "Hey, I ain't got no money. I ain't gonna make this payment. You need to give me
Right.
more money."
That's
And he
the more
kept
money.
hitting,
Yes.
and he kept hitting them up for more money every time. And so Ballmer kept pouring money in, and this guys keep hustling him.
So do you think that right there, that part right there, do you think that might be a saving grace?
It's
Along
bad.
with
It's bad.
it's bad. It's still
It
bad.
makes he can't say that he ain't know. Like once we saw
Right.
that what happened
Okay.
this week, we know that this guy hustled him. This guy
Right.
hustled him. I think I don't know if he's not street smart, but basically he did a bad deed, and the other guy had it over his head,
Right.
and he was hustling his own company.
So it's like borderline. It's like borderline extortion.
It was extortion. It was straight up extortion.
Like, hey, I'm doing this for you. So, but this happened. So send me more money because you already know. And so one of them type of deals. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's still bad. It's still bad.
Yeah. So the first time we was talking 50 million, but over the time, he got like 118 out of it.
Yes. Yes. All that to try to circumvent the cap.
Yeah. So
Wow.
he said like the Bomber got he learned a lesson. He learned his lesson.
All right. I'm gonna check out Pablo's show because I just be reading the articles. So I didn't even get that part. At least I don't remember reading that part where
it's kind of like you have to read between the lines because the people in his own company weren't really. There was people who knew something was going on. They knew it was against the cap, but like how much money they didn't have. Like they didn't know that they had no money.
That's
and he was basically using Bomber's money just to make it seem like the company's still open.
Insane, man. I'm looking forward to the shows you do on Kawhi, man, and stuff because the stuff I see every day just gets wilder and wilder.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Salute, man. NBA economy, man. I appreciate you, Fritz.
All right, no problem. All right. Everybody hit that like button.
Yes, hit the like button, 100%. And by the way, and salute to you, Fritz, on the way out. Salute to my man Randall for becoming a starter Knicks fan, man. I appreciate you for joining the channel. Welcome, to the Knicks Tape Madness, or I should say Objective Knicks Fan Nation. And if you are interested, Randall, you will be invited to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Oh, and also, if you are interested, Randall, in the Fantasy League, you could also sign up right now. If you go to the membership section of the channel, you will be able to see the sign up form, the link to the sign up form for the league, if that's what you want to do. Anybody else, if you want to be a part of the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League, all you got to do, join the channel. You will see the link instantly in the membership section. If you're in the Discord server, I put like 3 reminders up. We need like 4 more players. All right. And then we're going to try to do the draft probably a week or so before the season starts. So that way we'll have time. And also there might be more moves too. So let's get all the moves out the way. Let's get out of training camp, get a couple of preseason games in, and then we'll start, man. But I would salute to Fritz, man. I appreciate Fritz, bringing in. He always comes with a good wealth of a body of knowledge, right? Salute to Maxine in the chat. Where you at, Fritz? Maxine is in the chat. Not Fritz. Crim's dad. Crim's dad is sleeping. But Crim's dad, he asked for Maxine. Maxine is here. So, salute to Yuri. But keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. This is the Knicks call-up show. Interesting stuff, man. I got to check out Pablo Torre's show. I usually don't really watch a lot of shows like that. I mostly catch the clips because there's just too many programs to watch, you know. And then I watch a lot of, especially when the NBA season starts. I watched a lot of basketball, so it's kind of hard to watch all these shows. But it's easier to see the clips. You need them. Bodega Wi-Fi said, "I still need an objective Knicks fan bumper sticker." You know what? I might have to make that happen. My only fear with that is using the Knicks thing in anything I sell, right? So like when you see the Bodega Cat shirt right here, by the way, if you're feeling these two items right here, these two are in the store. Shop.thisweekinsidethenix.com. I don't have no Knicks on it, right? And because I'm just scared that they're gonna come after me for having the Knicks in something that I'm selling. So that's the only reason why I didn't do it, but I could come up with some objective fan bumper stickers for sure. I'll see about that Bodega Wi-Fi. I gotta see about that. I'm just paranoid about putting the Knicks stuff up in the store like that, because that's what got my last store shadow banned from YouTube. What sound? Oh, the Fantasy League Maxine sounds exciting. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, Fantasy League is lit. I was just on there the other day. I've been doing, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing my research on the Fantasy League because I never did it before. I'm telling you right now, man, I got some pointers, yo. But yeah, we need 4 more teams. I mean, 4 more. Yeah, 4 more teams, 4 more players. But I'm gonna see about that Bodega Wi-Fi. Let's see what else you guys talking about in the chat. But salute to you, Randall. I do appreciate you, Randall, out of Jersey. Honestly, y'all, I don't really know who I would trade for, man. I mean, like when you really think about it, our team is kind of complete, man. Like, oh, you know what? Oh, where is it at? I lost it. This is oh yeah, I think it's right here. When you look at our depth chart, right? I feel like we kind of set. Oh, they got this guy as a power forward. He's only 6'7" though. Why they got him as a power forward? So he was a small forward. Like, this is our only big man. If Diarra makes the team, he's a rookie. Will he even? Well, I guess he would have to make the team because you already got 3 two-ways. Oh no, I think I just would like to have another 6'9" guy. I think I would feel a little bit better with another 6'9" guy on the team. Ariel could hold down the 5 spot, if you needed him to. Yuri says, am I going to do a call-up show for the preseason? Yeah. We do call-up shows every Friday. When the preseason start? October 2nd? Let's pull it up. I think the Abu Dhabi games, right? I think that's what kicks off the preseason for the Knicks. I think that's the 2nd. Why is ESPN showing like this? That's when I put that on my white list. Hold on. Oh yeah, give me 2 seconds. I gotta do some behind the scenes stuff. Oh, I guess I didn't do that. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the season right now. I just gotta do some of my settings, my browser settings, because I don't like the way ESPN looks. All right, let me go back into research mode. It's still showing like that. Hold on. 2 more seconds. I think it's October 2nd though. Why is my that might do the trick. Let's see. All right, bet. So let me go back to research mode. So look. So yeah, October 2nd is the Abu Dhabi. And October 2nd is a Thursday. So all right, so when the season start back, I'm gonna do the post game shows. But I don't know if I'm gonna do post game shows for preseason games. Should we do post game shows for preseason games? I don't know. But the call up show would be that Friday though. That's a good one. But hold on, the game is gonna be at 12 p.m. though. It's gonna be an afternoon game. I don't know. I gotta think about that. That's crazy. That's in like 2 weeks. Let me see what else you guys talking about. Definitely smash that like button, right? And then also subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, consider joining the channel.
Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel.
Let's go. I keep forgetting I have that soundbite. 646-995-8389. Call up, let your voice be heard. Coach, I'm not sure if you still in the building. You probably fell asleep like you did on the last show. Oh, Crim's dad was here. He said Yuri called in on Brunson. Yuri, you was the one that said Brunson was. No, I said that. Brunson. Wait, hold on. I'm not sure what the point was. Oh well, Crim's dad's not here to correct it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the season because when the season starts, we're gonna be doing a lot more content. I'm trying to. There's another project I'm trying to get done. It's gonna be tight, but I'm gonna try to get it done and have it done before the season starts. Something that I've been working on a while now. It's just a lot going on. But for the season, we're gonna have the post game call up shows. I do want to do some play by plays, but I'm curious to see how the NBC live play by play. I think the NBC commentary is gonna be fire. So I'm looking forward to the NBC commentary. Now I'm not sure about Prime. I can't even remember who they signed on with Prime, but yeah. Oh, Bodega Wi-Fi, the Beverly versus the Young drama. I never looked into it. I don't know what it's about. I saw it, and I got an article I didn't read yet because it was just so much other news like Kawhi that I was way more interested in. But I have no idea what it's about. I know Trae Young said you don't know what it's like to walk something in my shoes or something like that. I don't know what that's about. But Patrick Beverly be starting with everybody. I feel like he needs to chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got too much NBA beef. It just makes him seem like he's just bitter. You know, like I don't know. But I didn't read up on it. What is it over? Like, why is Patrick Beverly and Trae Young beefing? I feel like they're like in two different levels. Like, Trae Young is a star. Trae Young is a star. I didn't know the Jamison kid for the Knicks. I didn't know he was that big. 6'11", 260. That's a big dude. He didn't look good at the 5 to me, though. But he is a big dude. Didn't really do nothing, yet in his career, but hey, you never know. These guys really hadn't made a bad move yet. Besides, Kemba and Fournier. But every other move they did was on the money. Maybe if you want to add trading Obi away to the Pacers, because he came back to beat you in the Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe besides that too. Let's see something. In the meantime, you know what I'm gonna do? Pal. So I'm gonna preview the channel membership. So look, salute to my man Randall who joined the channel. Definitely, if you are a subscriber and you've been rocking with me for a minute, all you gotta do is hit that join button if you want to take your subscription to another level. We got the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, which is an exclusive members-only server where we have 24/7 Knicks chat. We talk about all sports, not just the Knicks. And it's definitely a great way to extend the conversation with me. If you're feeling the vibe on the channel. And like during games, I'm very active in there, giving my own prediction, double big lineup, -8, all that good technical stuff. I normally drop that inside the Discord server. And we be having good discussions. Also, like I said, we talk all sports in there. And another thing too you get when you join the channel is right now we're doing a fantasy league. So if you become a member, you will get access to the fantasy league, man. Now the fantasy league is going to be lit. It's my first time doing fantasy, but we're going to really see who knows basketball in this fantasy league, the Knicks Tape Madness Fantasy League. Hold on, let me get the name right, because it's the Knicks Tape Madness Cup. Excuse me, the Knicks Tape Madness Cup 2026. All right. So get inside that fantasy league, man. It's going to be lit. And I look forward to it, man. And we're going to do the draft probably like a week or so before the season starts. Okay. Now, that's not all you get when you join the channel. Like when you join my channel, this is not just a donation, right? You get some access to some additional content. Definitely priority reply to comments. So anytime I see a chat, like my man Yuri, very active in the chat, doing his thing. Right. He put well, the last question he asked was about the preseason. The reason why I was able to see that is because he has the cool little star. So with the star, it helps you stand out. Also, anytime you drop something on the surveys or the polls that I do every day, I'll respond right away, like my man George. Salute to my man George. He never catches the show live, but he always comes in comments after. And so anytime you comment on something, I definitely will make sure I take the time to go reply to your comment. I got a lot of members only exclusive content. I hoop. Every time I hoop, I make sure I record it and share it with you guys, just so you guys can see that, hey man, I'm outside. I'm still, I'm still active on the courts, right? Another thing too, I do members only content. Like the last thing I did that was members only, I'm gonna show you, was I did the Yabu report. I took the liberty, to watch this right here. I took the liberty to watch Yabu's entire Eurobasket performance. I watched every single game. I took it and everything I watched and I put it into this little 30-minute report. So if you're curious to see how Yabu did, I break it down each game and pretty much gave a report on his what I learned about him during his journey there. Another thing too I got is this Unfiltered Thought series, right? The last episode was, and this might get some of you guys upset, but why Josh Hart? There's a good chance he'll start, right? And so that was number 20 of the Unfiltered Thought series, which is a series I usually record at 3 a.m. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one tonight, but basically it's just stuff that I probably wouldn't say regularly on YouTube. So you get access to that and more. And I'm consistently adding stuff to the channel membership. But that's what you get when you join the channel, even at the starter Knicks fan tier, like my man Randall did earlier. Okay, make sure I cover everything. Of course. Oh, also, not only do the members get shout out, but you also get discounts on the merch. Right, some of the merch that I have right here. Bam, got the Captain 11 hoodie. Bodega. This is the Bodega Cat shirt. This is the Captain 11 hoodie. Okay, and then this is the mugs. Bodega Cat mug, Captain 11 mug. Right. So that's what you get access to. So let me see what Bodega Wi-Fi said. He said it started over with Beverly saying that the All-Star game is not competitive. Young took offense to that. That's what it started over. Oh my God. What a thing to beef over. Oh wow, we got 253 votes on this today. I also got this poll in the comments in the community section. I'm gonna talk about this on Monday, but what's the most probable future scenario for this Knicks player? Deuce will get traded. Deuce will start. So if you want to chime in on that. Also, a lot of comments too. A lot of engagement on this. People wanted to drop their opinion on Deuce. You could go vote for that now. I'll talk about that on Monday though. And when I say I talk about that on Monday, I do a podcast on Monday called This Week Inside the Knicks. Usually at noon. I think it'll be at noon this Monday. I don't think I have nothing else to do. I've been pretty busy the last couple of Mondays. But this Monday it will be on time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Sunday I might be in Brooklyn. There's a good chance I'll be in Brooklyn on Sunday hooping. So yeah. But this is the Knicks call up show. So keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. If not, we'll wind down. I also could do a gamification check. Salute to all the people. How's Crim's Dad number one? Salute to Crim's Dad with the number one spot in the gamification. I ain't see him post in a minute. Hopefully my chat is still up to date. Sometimes the chat freezes, but salute to you, Crim's Dad. I didn't even know you was in the building like that. Let me make sure this is off. But all right. And Bodega Wi-Fi at the number 2 spot. Salute to my man New Lord at the number 3 spot. My man Michael at the number 4 spot. Fans NY at the number 5 spot. Salute to Randu, number 6. HRN the Great. Salute to you. Channel member, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. And he is the organizer of the Fantasy League. And also Randall, salute to you. I forgot he's the newest channel member. Salute to you, Randall. Let's see what else. Oh, that's my Bluetooth dying. My man Size 9, salute to you. Salute to my man Coach, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server channel member. One of the first channel mods. I see you in the building, Coach. My man Knicks 12 Day at the number 10 spot. Of course, the legendary Mellow Mike, Mr. I Go Viral, sitting being featured in Carmelo Anthony's speech. Salute to my man Mellow Mike. BS10258 channel member. Salute to you, good sir. Maxine, the great mod Maxine, making an appearance. Hopefully Crim's Dad saw that. Chris Gotti in the building. Mac 38412. Wayne Peterson. Hotline Bling. Salute to Hotline Bling. Salute to FS Wisdom, channel member. Salute to you, good sir. Always keeping me on my toes. My man Nick P. Salute to you. JJP NYC. JJP, are you going to be in the Fantasy League? are you going to be in the fantasy league? Akesh 9256, salute to you. Jamel 6839. Akuma, like the video game. We got Akuma in the chat. Please don't hurt me, Akuma. Akuma was OD in Street Fighter. Salute to B Willis and TRKO2TO. Salute to all you guys, man. I do appreciate you guys. That's the gamification chat. Pretty lit. Maxine says before camp. What's happening before camp, Maxine? What is happening before camp? And why I got the welcome to the live chat joint? Yeah, that's weird. I can't, you know what's weird though? I can't go in the chat like I used to. Really weird. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It's like every time I go live, I see new settings I've never seen before. Maxine says the trade. So I think that may be all, man. No more calls. I want to thank you guys for rocking with me. Salute to the gamification check and everybody. I will see you guys, for channel members. I will see you on Monday, on Sunday, more than likely. Hit the fantasy league. So listen, in the membership section of the channel, there's an application to join the fantasy league. That's where you go. You go there, sign up, be a part of the league. We need 4 more players. Discord server, you do the same thing in the server. Okay, if you in the Discord server, just to give you multiple options. I'm probably gonna post additional posts in the morning. You'll see it. And that's all, man. Thank you guys. So until next time, let's go Knicks.